I've read that St. Augustine believed that the soul did not enter the body for a number of days after conception. How do we resolve this piece of history with the Church's pro-life views of today? Thank you. This is Thomas from Colorado. So, I mean, we're going back to Augustine. It's a long time ago. So I'm not sure if we should be asking him for medical-related advice. But people bring this up. Sometimes you hear about Thomas Aquinas and quickening as if the Church has different views over the years. So go ahead.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about St. Augustine there, but I know St. Thomas Aquinas certainly held that position that, it was after conception that the soul actually entered the body. Now, he had a philosophical view of that, which, we have empirical evidence today that the single-celled, unattached embryo is really a full human being. And the reason we have that evidence is because we know that every human being has what's called mitochondrial DNA. That's the DNA from the Eve gene, right? Our original ancestor, Eve, from 200,000 years ago. And we have that evidence that we still have that DNA in us. Every single person, every single being that has that DNA is a human being by definition, right? They come from the lineage of Adam and Eve. And secondly, we have a full human genome at the single-celled stage. I mean, there can be no doubt that everything required for the human being to develop into a full human person is present at the single-celled stage, attached or unattached. So this essentially was information that St. Thomas Aquinas did not have. He simply didn't know it. He was kind of, speculating when, everything was in place for a full human being to be present. And now we know from genetics, we know from DNA sequencing, we know from the presence of mitochondrial DNA, things that St. Thomas Aquinas didn't know about, that really a full human being is present, and his humanity or her humanity guaranteed by the presence of the mitochondrial DNA, right? Essentially indicating that, there's a full human being there, and if a full human being, then capable of receiving that transphysical soul from God. If St. Thomas Aquinas were alive today, he would have changed his position simply because his own logic would have required it in his theology, and he would have seen the scientific evidence of it, and he would have literally changed it to the position we now hold unanimously within the Church.